Ahoy, mateys! I hope you and yours are having a wonderful day. Mateys, cocodrilos, and familias, today I bring you an adventure of a pirate and his crew. Shiver me timbers. Let's see what kind of adventure they go on. Let's! Pirates in the Library, written by Nadia Ali, illustrated by Tebbit. Miss Benitez, the librarian, tapped the stack of new maps with her pencil. She then neatly set the maps on her desk by the window overlooking the bay. She smiled as she thought of the fun people would have following the Red Pirate Dewey's decimal map to find treasures. As the day wore on, a storm started to boil and brew. The wind rose, the wind howled. The library treasure maps flew up into the sky. Paper swirled and soup for miles. One landed, smack, on the nose of Captain Jake. "What's this?" bellowed the captain of the Alma Marie, a pirate ship. "A treasure map. Who be this dread pirate Dewey? He has hidden his treasure in a library." The library was quiet. Pages rustled softly as readers read and students studied. Miss Benitez sat at her desk ready to answer any questions or fulfill any requests. It was all very still, very quiet, until through the doors came a rumble, a crash, and a squawk. The fierce Captain Jake, his bold pirate crew, and a parrot, too, had arrived. "Ahoy, ye landlubbers! It's me, Captain Jake, my bold pirate crew, and our parrot, too. We're looking for the treasure of the dread pirate Dewey. I know it's here, for I have his treasure map. We'll not be leaving until we have the treasure in hand." Miss Benitez rose from the desk and politely said, "Captain Jake and crew, you need to keep your voices down. No hooting, shouting, or hollering is allowed in the library. Nor squawking," she added, pointing to a sign. "Oops! Sorry about that," said Captain Jake in a whisper that could be heard all through the library. "My crew and I will be quiet as mice as we hunt for the dread pirate Dewey's treasure." Turning to his pirate crew, Captain Jake barked, "You heard that, me mateys? No noise or you'll be walking the plank. And that goes for all of you, too," growled Captain Jake as he growled at the people now cowering under the tables and behind their shelves. "Now, Captain Jake," asked Miss Benitez, "how may I help you and your bold pirate crew? And your parrot, too. You can lead us to where the dread pirate Dewey hid his treasure in this library." Clapping her hands together, softly, Miss Benitez beamed at the pirates. "You found one of my treasure maps. Wonderful! Go and explore among the books. You'll find treasures galore on each shelf. Captain Jake scratched his beard. The first mate rubbed his chin. The second mate shrugged in bewilderment. The rest of the crew just shook their heads. The pirate gave a confused call. Your treasure, ma'am? Are you the dread pirate Dewey? Croaked Captain Jake. Miss Benitez laughed. You could say that I am part of his library crew. Captain Jake was confused. Here now, you're going to just give your treasure away. Miss Benitez smiled. Everyone's welcome to explore the library. You just have to follow the map to find your treasure. Carefully, cautiously, Captain Jake and his crew, and the pirate, too, crept among the shelves. That clever dread pirate Dewey just might have some pirate librarians waiting for them behind a stack of books. Row after row, the pirates found books. Red books, blue books. Books filled with pictures of flowers, paintings, and plumbing fixtures. Books brimming with recipes. Books on building boats. Books about math and history. Some books had stories to read just for fun. Books, 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 but not a doubloon to be found. Ready to command his bold pirate crew, Captain Jake turned to find no crew, nor a pirate too. Had the dread pirate Dewey struck? Or had Dewey's pirate librarians captured his crew? Edging along the shelves, Captain Jake found his bold pirate crew, and the pirate too. Each and every one of his crew, and the pirate too, was reading. Captain Jake scratched his beard. He rubbed his chin. What had the dread pirate Dewey done to his crew? The first mate was reading a text on being charged while the navigator studied a book of stars. The boatswain read travel guides to dry places, while the gunner read a biography of Blackbeard, the most famous pirate of all. Cookbooks, baseball stories, and a glossy book of birds surrounded the cook, the cabin boy, and the pirate too. And over in fiction, where storybooks are kept, the quartermaster wept as he read the tale of Moby Dick. Ah, Captain, beamed Miss Benitez. I see your crew found our treasures galore. Treasures? Below Captain Jake. Them's book, not rubies, diamonds, or doubloons. How can books be treasures? Pulling a book from a shelf, Miss Benitez smiled and suggested, just look inside and see what you find. Grumbled Captain Jake. Carefully, very carefully, for the dread pirate Dewey or one of his pirate librarians might have laid a trap inside. He opened the cover. He read the first word, then a whole sentence. Before long, Captain Jake had read a whole book. Captain Jake, his bold pirate crew, and the pirate, too, read and read and read some more. Well, said Captain Jake, this may not be the treasure we expected to find, but books, certainly are jewels of a kind. Who'll take them all? Miss Benita exclaimed, "You may take all the books that you want, but you must return them for others to read." "Well, now, this is a troublesome kettle of fish," murmured Captain Jake. "You and your fierce pirate crew can each get a library card and borrow books any time," said Miss Benitez. "We'll take our treasures, the books, and read them aboard ship, and bring them back on our next trip ashore. Would that do?" "That will be just fine," said a delighted Miss Benitez. "Come along, me mateys," cried Captain Jake. "It's time to leave." In through the doors, with a roar and a rumble, went fierce Captain Jake, his bold pirate crew, and the pirate too. Miss Benitez watched as they left. She returned to her desk with a smile on her face, ready to help with any request. The library fell quiet once more, until the end. The Dewey Decimal System. Visit your local libraries and ask about getting a library card so that you can discover a bounty of treasure. Many libraries are organized by a system created by Melville Lewis Dewey. Dewey worked hard to find a way to catalog books, a system of knowing where different kinds of books should be shelved, so that you can easily find books at any library you visit. The Dewey system is made of 10 classes. Each class is divided into 10 divisions, with each having 10 sections. To explore all the divisions and sections, visit your local library. Mateys, what a wonderful book about the pirates, their adventure, the library, and learning about the Dewey Decimal System. Who would have thought? Every library follows a Dewey Decimal System. That way everybody could have an easy and nice way to find books. Books are awesome. When in doubt, cocodrilos, read more books. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you liked it. If you haven't done so, subscribe, like, share, and if you want to, leave me a comment. Thank you. Hasta luego.